First off, I'd like to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to those elders and apostles out there from Great Millstone who teach and rule well. A lot of respect to you brothers out there on the highways and byways preaching this truth around the four corners of the earth. And salutations to the hopeful elect that you guys may be sealed soon. And with that, this is your brother Dewad Bob from the branch of GMS here in Chicago, coming right back at you with a little lesson. And I'm just gonna sit up here and say, man, this world can't be destroyed quick enough, man. Brothers, I know brothers saying it every day. They can't wait for the Lord to just come back and just put the whammy down on this place. The abominations, the Momoism, the Transforism, the Transformers, the pedos. This place gotta go, man. Before I sit up here and play this video, man, let me get a scripture real quick. It's Deuteronomy 22:5. The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man, neither shall a man put on a woman's garment, for all that do so are abomination unto the Lord thy power. He said you an abomination if a man wear women's clothes and women wear men's clothes. You an abomination in the Lord's sight. Point blank period. So with that being said, let's look at this video. And before I play this video, as you see, is by J.R. Wisdom. It says dad escorts son to prom and this happens. It says hashtag short, hashtag viral, hashtag dating. Before I sit up here and let this play, I want to get the Copyright Act of 1976. I'm not using this for no financial or monetarily gain. I am using this for educational and teaching purposes only. So with that, I'm going to let this play.
Husband surprised his son by taking him to the prom.
Oh my God.
Don't mess with that makeup, gather.
Fucking bullshit.
Calm down, let him cry. Oh, he's crying. Oh my God. Oh, you made him cry. Wait, let him fall on the floor.
I'm going to speed this up a little bit so y'all got the gist of it already, man. Let me just speed this up a little bit to where he's, where this woman is talking.
Excuse me.
He should be coming in a minute.
The father is hurting deep down inside. Well, let me just make this really small and really brief. The father is definitely not hurting deep down inside. My husband is an alpha male. You, me, or nobody on this God's green earth can make him do anything that he doesn't want to do. Nobody. Okay? The negative comments, it does nothing for our family but make us look at you and want to pray for you. That's all. Okay? My husband was proud in this moment. What you couldn't see behind those purple glasses was the fact that he was holding back tears. His eyes were watering up. This was a moment that he chose. He came to me and told me that he was taking his son to the prom. He chauffeured him to the prom. He was not his date. He chauffeured him to the prom. That's what he did. And it was a beautiful moment. And
this video and this whole situation has been under a lot of scrutiny, going viral online, and I think that was the mother's intention. And the father here looks rather uncomfortable in this situation. Now, I've been seeing this making its rounds, and supposedly the father here is a Muslim, which, for those of you who do know, that's a no-no in terms of this whole situation here that's going on. My man, the son here, which they're still calling him a he, even though he's got the wig on, he's slaying with the bob and everything. He's obviously much larger than the father here. He's got...
So I'm going to leave it right there. You know, now, I'm not going to lie. This video is a little sort of misleading. It says, dad escorts son to prom, and this happens. So if you really look at this, you'll sit up here and think that dad actually took his son to prom. You know, that's how this almost sounds. But when you listen to the man's wife, she sit up here and said that he drove him to the prom. You know, I'm going to put it like this. It doesn't matter. Either way it goes, it's some bullshit. Either way it goes, the Lord is just going to destroy you. Now, the woman sit up here and said, we're going to pray for y'all and all this other nonsense. The Lord is going to destroy you and your son, and he's going to destroy that dude. He's going to destroy all y'all, man. This is a fucking abomination. Point blank period. I don't understand. People always trying to sit up here and say, God this, God loves everybody. When it says in the scriptures, God don't love everybody. He hates Esau. God hates the sin. He hates the sinner. People tend not to really read these scriptures. But here, though, this is Deuteronomy 22:5 again. The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man, neither shall a man put on a woman's garment. For all that do so are abomination unto the Lord thy power. He just said you're an abomination to him. You filthy, nasty, disgusting. You everything under the goddamn sun that's total fucking wicked. So what you mean you gonna pray? What you mean? Y'all, man, fuck this place. But like I said up here said before, when I read those words, it said escort his son to prom. When you look at that, you're thinking that he's actually escorting his son to prom, sort of like being a date. Either way it goes, it's fucked up. Point blank period. With that being said, man, let me sit up here and go to Romans, man. A lot of you people, man, about to be destroyed, man. Y'all sit up here and I don't know what scriptures, y'all listening to these false ass pastors teach y'all bullshit, teach y'all that God is all love, and all this other stuff, that he loves the sin and hates the sinner. I mean, he hates the sin and loves the sinner and all this other nonsense. Y'all about to find out what our true power is. Y'all about to find out just how much he gonna put a stump of mud hole in y'all, man. It's ridiculous. Fucking ridiculous. This shit is a shame. I'm going to go straight to the point. This is Romans 1:24. Wherefore Yahweh also gave them up to the uncleanness through the lust of their own hearts, to dishonor their own bodies between themselves, who changed the true power into a lie and worship and serve the creature more than the Creator, who is blessed forever. Amen. For this cause Yahweh gave them up unto vile affections, for even their women did change the natural use into that which is against nature. See, our women, matter of fact, all these fucking women, but the women, natural use of their body, doing all sorts of abominations. Sit up here, I want to be butches. I want to sit up here and be lesbos. All sorts of nonsense. And this says, this is Romans 1:27. And likewise also the men, leaving the natural use of the woman, burned in their lust one toward another, men with men, working that which is unseemly, and receiving in themselves their recompense of their error, which was meat. See, my thing is, and that's people, man. This whole fucking world is an abomination, man. Everything in this goddamn country is total fucking debauchery, total fucking just wickedness, evil, nasty. Man with men, women with women, bestiality, these men who want to mess with these really, 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 really young kids. It's fucking shameful. The Lord is about to destroy this place, and you got the nerve to sit up here and say, the Lord is all love. You got the nerve to sit up here and say, the Lord hates the sin but loves the sinner. Are y'all out of you goddamn mind? The Lord is about to destroy a lot of you. Fucking idiots. This is Romans 1:28. And even as they did not like to retain Yahweh in their knowledge, Yahweh gave them over to a reprobate mind to do those things which are not convenient. Yeah, he let you sit up here. Since you want to go after your lust, he gave you right on over to it. To do those things that was not going to help you at all. To do those things that's going to get you fucking destroyed. Romans 1:29. Being filled with all unrighteousness, fornication, wickedness, covetousness, maliciousness, full of envy, murder, debate, deceit, malignity, whisperers, backbiters, haters of Yahweh, despiteful, proud, boasters, inventors of evil things, disobedient to parents, without understanding, covenant breakers, without natural affection, implacable, unmerciful. I mean, everything you can name under the sun, that's what these people have done. And they follow after it. They love it. Our people love being wicked. Our people love sinning. Our people love being adulterous whores, lying, stealing, killing motherfuckers on the planet. They love it. They bathe in it. And they're going to get destroyed. But and then it says Romans 1:32, who knowing the judgment of Yahweh, that they which commit such things are worthy of death. Not only do they do the same, but have pleasure in them that do them. And that was the other thing. These women standing out there watching him dressed like a woman going to prom, and they sitting up here and enjoying that shit, clapping it, and oh, he's crying. Oh, he's gonna be crying, all right. When a missile is right up, yeah, when he gonna swallow a missile. That's what's gonna happen. Shit, man, it just irritates you, man, looking at this shit, man. It really, really does. It really irritates you seeing stuff like this. You know, and bros always talking about how these fathers are, man. They ain't fathers no more. They you know, come on, man. And then they said the dude was a Muslim. Unbelievable. Let me sit up here and go back. Actually, I think I'm gonna go right back to Deuteronomy. Give me 1 second. I think it's Deuteronomy 20. No. Salakia, brothers. Is it Leviticus 20? Salakia, brothers. Salaki, I was sitting up here looking at this Leviticus 20 and 13. It says, if a man also lie with mankind as he lied with a woman, both of them have committed an abomination. They shall surely be put to death. Their blood shall be upon them. So my thing is, it speaks plain and clearly when you think about it in the law. Now, hey, you know what? We in Esau's rulership. This is not our kingdom. So we follow Esau's rules, you know, point blank period. You follow Esau's rules. We in Esau, so you can't sit up here and go out there and, you can't do that. This is not our rulership. But as you see in the law, what is supposed to happen if a man sleeps with a mankind, a man sleeps with another man? Total destruction. But people in this sit up here world, they'll sit up here and accept this stuff. And then you got mothers who read the Bible, sit up here and say, talk about God is love, God is this, God forgives you. When it says perfectly right here what the Lord will do to your ass if you do these things. Same way it says when you go down, if a man lie with a beast, he shall surely be put to death, and ye shall slay the beast. The Lord is totally against the nastiness and filthiness of this world. Point blank period. A lot of you motherfucking people about to sit up here and feel true wrath of the Lord. Yahweh Bashimi Awashai is about to do a great destruction in this world, man. And especially in America, a.k.a. Babylon the Great, and over there where them fake ass motherfuckers are. He about to do a great destruction in this place, man. You people just don't understand, just don't know. But you're about to find out. You know what? I ain't gonna say no more about it. I read the scriptures. I really want to bring out about it, but man, hey, this place gotta go. You know what? Actually, no. And this right here is just the feeling of the men of the Lord, man. This is all. It's just the feeling of the men of the Lord. So let's see. You know what? I'm just gonna go straight to the point. This is 2 Peter 2 and 6. 4. This is 2 Peter 2 and 4. If Yahweh spared not the angels that sinned, but cast them down to hell, and delivered them into the chains of darkness to be reserved unto judgment. These chains of darkness is flesh, man. We went off. So now we in this flesh, which is truly a curse. And it says, and spare not the old world, but save Noah, the eighth person, a preacher of righteousness, bringing in the flood upon the world of the ungodly. And this is what people sit up here and say, that the Lord loves everybody. This is the same power that destroyed the first death was by water, flooding, killed everybody except 8 people, Noah, his 3 sons, and their wives. And then it says, and turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, condemn them with an overthrow, making them an example, an unsample unto those that after should live ungodly. So the Lord destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah, making them, it says unsample, an example of how not to live. Sodom and Gomorrah was known for the vile affection and all the sexual debauchery you could possibly come up against or witness. And what did it say? It says, and deliver just Lot, vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked, for that righteous man dwelling among them, and seeing and hearing vexed his righteous soul from day to day with their unlawful deeds. So he was vexed every day with the unlawful deeds of these motherfuckers, man. Probably seeing and hearing all the nonsense and all the wickedness that they were doing. You know, and that's how we feel. And the Lord, but what did the Lord do to Sodom and Gomorrah? He made it an example. And guess what he's going to do to America, aka Babylon the Great? It's going to be even a bigger example of total destruction and annihilation. Because this place is just truly wicked. But with that, I'd like to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to those elders and apostles out there from Great Millstone who teach and rule well. A lot of respect to you brothers out there on the highways and byways preaching this truth around the four corners of the earth. And salutations to the hopeful elect that you guys may be sealed sooner. With that, I always say stay prayed up, brothers. Pray for each other because we're almost up out of here. So with that, I like to say Kwam Yasharala and Abba Ball and Anyaha Malakiam. Shalom.